Hi dancers, it's Miss Elizabeth with NPB with North Pointe Ballet, and I'm really excited to give you this little short stretching session. Okay, so I'm going to be sending you 3 different videos. The first one, which is the one I'm sending you now, is the stretching video. Okay, so and then we'll learn some other things in our other 2 videos. So what I want to first have you do is warm up your bodies a little bit so that we can get really stretched and nice and long by the end of class. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is warm up our bodies, because the warmer you are, the easier it is to stretch your muscles. So the first stretch we're going to do is you're going to put your arms on your hips and then your legs out to the side. And we're going to roll our head around to get our neck nice and loose. So you're going to roll your head in a big circle twice this way. All right, and then you're going to go twice the other direction. Big circle, making sure your shoulders are down. All right, and now you're going to lift up and look straight at me, and you're going to lift your head back and then down and back and down and back and down to the side and side and up, other side, side and up. Make sure your shoulders are nice and down, side and up. Next, we're going to warm up our shoulder muscles. So flex your hands down by your side. You're going to bring your right shoulder up to your ear and down and up and down and up and down. Other shoulder up and down and up and down and up and down. Now, one of my favorites, you're going to roll your shoulders back. Big movements like you have big eagle wings. I want you to press those eagle wings up and forward and back. Now I want you to pretend like you're a big whale and you're swimming forward, just lifting up your shoulders and throwing your arms forward. Awesome. All right, from here, we are now going to get our legs warmed up. So now our upper bodies and our shoulders are warmed up. You are going to grab your right foot, keep this hand out to the side. This hand out to the side, grab your right foot and pull. Then you're gonna switch and pull. Then you're gonna switch and pull. Then you're gonna switch and pull. Then we're gonna do the opposite. You're gonna pull your knee up into your chest like that. And we're gonna grab it 4 times, okay? And nice and slow. Pull and down. Pull your knee into your chest. Other foot and down. Strong tummy muscles. Pulling up and down. Next, you're going to pull it up to the side. So I want you to grab your knee and you're going to pull it up to the side of your body and down. Pull your knee up to the side of your body and down. Other leg, up and down. Last time, up and down. Our final warming up stretch is you're going to put your heel forward, put your hands on your hips like this. So my heel is up and you're going to lean forward into that leg, bending the other knee. Okay, so bending and then step together. Flex the other foot, bending over, step together. Making sure your back is nice and flat, reaching your head forward. So making sure you're not curving your spine like this. Keep it nice and flat and up. Last time, flat, back, forward and up. All right. Next part of our stretching session, we are going to go on the floor in a minute, okay? So to get us to the floor, we're first going to start with our arms out to the side. And I want you to stretch up and over to the right and make a nice curved arms both here and here and looking over to the side. Then come up to the center. You're going to take your arms, make a nice big round shape, twist to face your leg. Arms up to high fifth and stretch forward. Nice flat back here. So making sure this back is reaching forward and down to your leg. Okay? So you want to make sure when we're hanging out in this position here that both knees are straight. So you grab whatever you can. If you can touch the floor, great. If you got to grab your knee, great. Just make sure you're keeping both knees straight. From here, I want you to bend your left leg for a stretch. Bend your left leg and straighten. And bend and straighten. Last time, bend and straighten. Now put both hands to the front on the floor. Bend both knees and roll it up. Other side. Stretch up and over to the side. Looking at the floor. Coming up, big round arms, twist to face the leg, arms up, this is high fifth, stretch forward, nice flat back, not curving like this, nice and flat, down to the floor, keeping both knees nice and straight, dancers. All right, now from here, bend your knee, your right knee, bend and straighten, and bend and straighten, last time, bend and straighten. Put both hands on the ground in the front, bend both knees, roll it up. All right, now you're gonna go ahead and take a seat on the floor. To get our hip flexors warmed up, I want you to put the soles of your feet together. So that means the arches of your feet. Okay, like you have the sole of your shoe, this is the sole of your foot. Okay, and I want you to grab your feet, stretch forward, putting your nose to your toes. Making sure your belly button is sucked in all the way to the spine. Your tummy muscles are working here. And pulling it up. Now I want you to press your knees down. So press those knees down into the floor. Keeping your shoulders down too. All right, good. And come back up. All right, from here, go ahead and stretch your legs forward. Keeping your legs nice and long. Toes are pointed down to the floor. And lifting your arms up, you're going to stretch forward over on top of your legs, okay? Grab whatever you can, and then I want you to drop your head down, okay? Because the head is the heaviest part of your body, because it's like a big bowling ball. So when you drop your head in a stretch, it gets you further, okay? So drop your head. And come back up. Next, you're gonna flex your feet. And I want you to grab your feet and hold them here. Holding them, making sure your knees aren't bending. Good dancers, keep breathing in this stretch. Take a deep breath in. And out. All right, and coming back up. Okay, the next stretch, dancers, is you're gonna have your legs out to the side. This is called your straddle, okay? Now, it's really important to have your flexibility for ballet class because there's a lot of dance positions that you have to hold and do where your legs have to be really, really long and extended. And I'll show you some of those after we're done stretching here on the floor. So you're gonna have your legs out to the side, arms out to the side. I want you to stretch over to the right and looking up at your hands, making sure the shoulder is pressed down, it's not punching up to your ear, pressing it down. And coming up, making sure those toes are to the ceiling, so don't let those toes flop forward. Okay, standing up nice and tall, tummy muscles engaged. Stretch over to the left, and keeping that shoulder nice and long, coming up. Now here's our tricky one. Without our toes going forward, you're gonna stretch forward and grab both feet. Stretching forward, I pretend like I'm landing my plane on the runway for this stretch. And coming up. And we're going to do that stretch one more time. Stretch over to the right, shoulder down, and up. Stretch over to the left, over to the left, and down. Now for this one, I want you to put your hands on the floor, and you're going to slide your hands forward. Keep those legs up, those toes up, all right? And stretching forward here. Let your head go. Remember, your head's the heaviest part of your body. And now you're gonna pull that back up. So walk your hands back in. Good job, dancers. Now shake those legs out. Woohoo! You should have felt a good stretch in your hip flexors. All right. Now I want you to come back up to your feet because I'm gonna show you some of those steps that are really important to have your flexibility in ballet class for. One of those is your arabesque. So when you're in your arabesque, your leg has to be nice and long back there, and that takes your strength and your flexibility. Another one is your big kicks to the side, which are called your grand battements. Those ones you need to have flexibility to lift up. And another one is kicking to the front. There are other steps where you have to hold your leg out to the side and bring it up really high. So like you're doing one of these, you have to have your leg up. There's a lot of them, a lot of big jumps as well. You have to have your legs nice and big and stretched out and open. All All right, the last stretch we're gonna do here is a lunge stretch, and then we're gonna try to do our splits. I know that's kind of scary, but we're gonna see how far we can go down in our splits today. So I want you to start with your right foot forward. You're going to bend that knee and send the other leg down to the back like this. This is your lunge. Keeping this knee up and off the floor. All right, and make sure this heel right here, you need to make sure that's on the floor, okay? Now from here, I want you to put your knee down and stretching here, making sure your knee is on the floor and your heel is on the floor as well. Now from here, we're gonna straighten both legs, okay? So straighten the back leg, straighten the front leg, put your hands on the floor, grab your foot, whatever you can grab, stretch into that front leg. Try to kiss your knee if you can. Okay, now here comes the tricky part. We're gonna try to go into a left split. So try to send both legs out and away from each other and go down as far as you can. Even if you're up here and that's as far as you can go, that's okay. You hold that with your hands on the floor. Okay, keep those hands on the floor, making sure your toes are pointed. Hold. Couple more seconds. Woo, and come out. All right, we're gonna go on the other leg now. So come back, stand up with both feet on the floor. Put your left leg forward this time. Okay, you're gonna bend the left leg, send the right leg out in the back, and keep that knee off the floor. Okay, now put that knee down. Make sure both the heel of this foot is on the floor and the knee in the back. All right, now we're gonna straighten both legs. Straightening both legs. Make sure both heels are on the floor and try to kiss your knee if you can. Keep those knees straight. All right, now we're gonna try our right split this time. So you're gonna slide your feet apart nice and slow. Go as far down as you can. Holding it here. This is your left split. Hold as far as you can. Hold, keep those legs nice and long. And come out. Good job, dancers. So I challenge you guys to practice those stretches every single day because you'll be able to get down further and further in those splits if you do. It took me a long time to be able to do the splits, and it only happens because I practiced a lot. And I still have to practice my flexibility a lot. So make sure you practice every single day if you want to get your splits and if you want to get more flexible. It also makes your body feel a lot better too. All right, dancers. So next, what I want you to do is I want you to go and grab a stretching buddy, okay? So anybody in the house can work. You can grab your dad, you can grab your mom, you can grab your sister, your brother, anyone you want, okay? Anyone who's willing to stretch with you, okay? So this is my friend, my buddy, is my sister Bernadette. She dances with me in North Pointe Ballet in the company. We've been dancing with each other for a long time. All right, now that you have your buddy, you are going to lay down on the floor. Okay, so I want my dancers down on the floor, and you are going to lift up your right leg, okay? And your buddy is going to push your leg into your chest, okay? And she's gonna make sure she's kind of gentle, but also giving you a really good stretch. And you wanna make sure that this leg doesn't bend, okay? So make sure that leg stays nice and straight down there. And if you can go even more, you can have your partner push even more. Woo, I feel that stretch. Very good. Okay, now she's going to pull your leg up, and you ask your partner to see if she can get your foot to touch your ear to the side, okay? So now she's gonna swing my leg all the way up to the side. And meanwhile, this leg down here, I want to make sure it doesn't swing up. Keeps nice and long on the floor. And that this leg is going all the way up to my ear, and she's pressing and we're breathing. Breathing nice and deeply. Good job. All right, now she's going to come back down with my leg. And now we have to get the left leg a turn, okay? All right, thank you, Bernadette. That's a really good stretch. Okay, so she's going to push in. Keeping this knee nice and straight, dancers. Okay, so make sure it doesn't bend like this. That's cheating, all right? Make sure the other leg is nice and long. Your partner can also step on your other leg to make sure that it's staying straight, okay? All right, and she's gonna go out and over to the side. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. And she's pushing, pushing, pushing. All right, and deep breath. Good job. All right, now I want both of your partners to get down on the floor together, okay? This stretch is where we're going to face each other and we're gonna put our legs out into a straddle, okay, dancers? Now, I know everybody has a different flexibility, but I want you to go as far as you can go. So if this is as far as you can go, that is totally okay. Bernadette and I are pretty flexible, so we're gonna stretch. You can go about to right there for now, okay? So from here, you're gonna hold hands, and you're going to pull and push each other in this stretch, okay? So first, Bernadette is gonna pull me. So she's gonna pull me forward. I'm gonna stretch forward, forward, forward. And then she's gonna push me back up. And now I'm gonna pull her forward, and she's gonna stretch. Woo! And coming up, and pulling forward. Big stretch. And come up. And now I'm gonna pull Bernadette forward again. Forward. Woo! And coming up. And then if you think you can scooch in just a little bit further, you can. If you say, nope, that's it, that's okay. All right, and so then from there, you can push forward and back even more. Nice job, dancers. Okay. All right, guys, I want to make sure that you guys keep stretching and dancing at home so you can do any of these stretches anytime you want at home, and then you'll get more and more flexible. Hopefully someday get those splits, and I will see you soon in our next video. Bye, guys.